just to let you guys know that we are in season 2 of the podcast and we are now accepting new sponsors. Any sponsors that want to reach out to us to collaborate and to get your business out there, please let us know. Reach us at the Student to Life Podcast at gmail.com and also on Instagram at Student to Life Podcast. Okay?
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Student to Life podcast where learning and unlearning has no limits. Today we have some very special guests in the building, but also I want to give a big shout out to my co-host,
Shan.
Okay,
I like that. It's a big shout out for me. Okay, all right.
As you can see, we got a male panel tonight, and tonight we're doing the single men episode tonight. Last 2 weeks we did the single women, and as you can see that went over for 2 episodes because we had a lot to talk about. So tonight I'm just gonna have my guys introduce themselves, starting with Mr. Gallus.
Gallus in Paris, Irish. Come on, now.
Anyone? Middle one is your camera.
Good.
All right, so my name is Gallus in Paris. All right, I'm an influencer and an entrepreneur. Okay, I dance part-time in the middle of parties, but I'm saying that's another story, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, entrepreneur, you know what I'm saying? I have my own business and everything like that, and I really just influence.
Shout out to Sense, man. Shout out to Sense.
The Sense is Parasense, all right? www.parasense.com. It bud.
When he says Sense, he's talking about
Fragrance, you know, perfume and cologne.
Not coins.
Yes, all right, so I say that.
My turn?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm Brad. Party ecstatic, you know. Switch up my brain and do that. A DJ, graphic artist. That's basically it. You know?
All right, Shan, you want to start off with the first question so we can get the ball rolling a little bit?
Trouble, no.
Oh, before we get moving, y'all remember to subscribe,
Please.
like, share, comment, all of the good stuff. All right?
And chime in. Just get into the question.
Yeah, go argue a little bit.
Yeah.
All right.
Nah, I just do.
So, you guys are part of the Single Life Committee.
Yeah, proudly.
Yeah, proudly. I like that.
Something like that. Something like that.
All right, so
Yeah.
how is the single life? And actually, just let's start with that. How is the single life going for you
Single
guys?
life is excellent. You know why the single life is excellent? Is because it's so peaceful.
Bruh.
You know what I'm saying? And when I say peaceful, I mean that you get a front row seat to everything on the other side,
On
and
the
it's
other side.
tragedy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And you know, there's some good ones, but you just see just the filth,
The difference.
toxicity.
Oh my
you know what I'm
God.
saying? And it makes you like, and you know, some people feel like, you know, because you know, some people, you know, relate their happiness to what somebody else can give them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you know, I realized, and I try to spread the truth. I'm like, yo,
Right.
be single, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's something over there. It's just something about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. Relationships, like I welcome it. Like, it's not like I'm against it. I'm just
Right.
like, oh, yo, man, I look for nothing. I know that. But I'm just relaxing. You know what I'm saying? And I just sit down and it's like, right when I think about getting into a relationship, the relationship movie get good and I see other people's stuff just get more toxic and I'm like, hold on, let me just wait a little bit.
Take a sip, Mark.
Yeah, let me watch the rest of this. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And the dating scene is getting so rough. So
Yeah.
yeah. So
Okay.
Right.
Well, for me, I love love. I love when people are in love for the right reasons, because I've done a lot of weddings and stuff, and I see people, you know, actually are in love and really love the money. But as him said, the rough out there. Like I have friends that don't even want to go home. Like, come on, bro. Like it's rough. Like, yo, you talking to this? I like going home. I love my house. But if I'm miserable at home, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, you're gonna be sitting in your car
So,
for hours.
bro, literally, the crazy thing about being single, all right, I've been single for almost a year, probably a little bit over a year. I haven't argued with anybody since I've been single. I don't argue with anybody. If you argue with me, I ain't gonna on you. If you text me no long shit, I'm not reading it. Because I don't have no reason to. I'm single.
You don't owe that to nobody.
I don't owe that to anybody. And bro, I've been happy. I'm traveling. Yo, business is good. I'm not stressed at all, so I'm good.
Yeah.
Like,
I ain't said what, 1 year?
almost, I think it's probably a year, over a year.
Over a year,
somewhere
over a
around
year,
in that circle.
You know how long I've been single?
Bro,
We
I see
probably,
why.
I'm probably more than you though.
I see. I think he's more than
Huh?
you.
It's about 7.5.
He's long. He's longer. He's longer.
Oh,
No,
right.
yeah.
7.5?
Yeah.
That's
10 years.
Damn, bro.
Professional.
You in the game for real, for
this
real.
is sick.
No.
It's sick.
It's not sick because you know the difference is now being single. Like when you're single and you find yourself, you find happiness. That is way better than anything because a lot of men do not find happiness within themselves. That's why they want other people to be around. I like being by myself. I love myself. Like I can be in my house all day and I don't have to talk to nobody.
I think my enlightening thing with being single a couple of years ago was that breakup. Once I went through that last breakup, like life started going like this, and I got addicted. I got addicted to that, to knowing myself and loving myself on a different level. Because being in a relationship, you don't get a chance to focus on just you, and you're distracted by everything else that's happening, and you're worried about the other person.
Facts.
But for me, I started focusing on myself, and that became my drive to want to be successful so much. So I grew so much as a person. Yeah. You know, learning that I wasn't even the best person to that person in that relationship because I wasn't my best self. So being single helped me to find myself, love my own company, invest in myself, and I just kept growing after that.
Yeah, and it's necessary, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like, people always, every time I tell them that, I'm like, I've been single for 10 years. And they're like, damn, how you do it? And I'm like, yeah, you've been through like 3 relationships in that time, but you ended up back single again. So you're right back where I'm at.
Right.
So you're trying to convince me that
over
I should
have nice. Over yes so nice. Yeah.
Because I've been single for 10 years. You went through 5 relationships in 10 years. And you still ended up here.
Right.
Which means that this is where you're supposed to be.
But what I notice is a lot of people they say everybody's born with the need to feel wanted or feel loved.
Not everybody.
They say everybody is born with that, but I don't feel like. I feel like some people are just more needy than others.
Right. You know what the problem is with men and women nowadays? Men actually know their worth now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see, once we find out we know our worth now.
Okay.
So you ain't gotta take my money no more. I'm good.
That's true.
I don't want to spend no money on you
That's
right
true,
now.
because
I'm good.
Yeah.
Remember that it was like an autopilot thing where it's like, yo, like we feel like
you have to need a woman.
Yeah, need a woman right this time.
Oh, you need her to wash, you need to cook and clean.
You need a backbone. You need a backbone.
Yeah, but you know what it is?
Right now.
As we said, we had this so much more. It's like we start think to ourselves like, yo, what you there for?
Like, we gotta do everything. So
actually, let me ask you all this. So when a woman say when you ask a woman what she brings to the table, what are the responses that you get?
All right, so the response is that.
And what should a woman bring to the
All
table?
right, so
that's so crazy.
What a woman says that they bring to the table. What they say they bring to the table now is usually stuff that I feel like we don't. Yeah, I don't really require that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The answers I want from them, so I can't really give you like specifics.
Yeah,
It's not
right.
various.
Right.
So
But what do you want to hear from them?
what I want to hear from them is something that because remember, men are like we're dumb, like we're simple.
Right.
Why did I say that?
The weirdest thing. The
Yeah.
simplest
We're
creatures in the
simple.
world. We don't require that.
So when I say what you bring to the table, I mean that how do you benefit me? So I've, in my life, like even though when I talk my stuff on Instagram and I'm talking about, women who, use man if you take care of them and all them stuff, like I don't run into girls like that. What I expect for you to bring to the table is motivation, drive, you know what I'm saying? Because a woman will instill certain things into a man that he doesn't have already, the ambition. They will make you step up. You know what I'm saying? We don't have a problem providing for you. I am the person who's going to pay all the bills and want to spoil you and stuff like that.
They make it seem like we think it's a bad thing to actually spoil a female.
Yeah,
it's
we
not a
don't.
bad thing to spoil a female, but when you
woman
don't
that
bring
deserves
anything
it.
to the table,
A woman
and you
that
expect me
deserves it.
to spoil you on my hard-earned money? God, come on, man.
Yeah,
Why would I do that?
I remember one time I had a homegirl and we were talking for a little bit and she's business minded. And one time she gave me an idea that within like the first week, the idea that she gave me made me like $5,000 in my business in that 1 week. That's what I'm talking about. Someone who is knowledgeable, who cares about what you're doing, who will tell you when you're wrong, give you, what I'm saying, critique and stuff like that. That's what we're saying bring to the
So
table.
tied to that, do you think women are smarter than men?
Yes.
Yes, by
I
far.
say that all the time.
Women have way more patience than us. Like the nurturing part of it, like everything that women do, we actually want. Do we need it? Not necessarily, but it helps us move forward in life.
That's why we die first.
Yeah.
Women smart.
Most times that's what happens.
All right.
They do have a statistic, a certain
Do you know,
statistic
like,
about married men.
Nowadays, most
last
women
one.
are making more money than men nowadays. Because women, they actually found, them do more reading.
Yeah.
I'm not just physical, them do the physical work and whatever, but we need the woman to do what them need to do. That's why I find a lot of female secretaries.
Yeah, you see right now, in just Florida, in the US, but in Florida alone, by far, women are buying more houses right now,
Yeah.
like 70% more than man.
Facts.
Which means that they're on their stuff.
Yeah.
Facts.
I'm
We're not
actually
saying
that-
that, yo, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's the reality is, most of the times you look at these memes and these comments and it's a bunch of waste people. But the reality is women are doing good. They don't need men.
They don't need men.
So it's not like we feel like they're gold diggers, but it's like you have to have the right mentality to be in a relationship.
Now, do you feel like there's a dominance there? Like women have created this dominance in relationships. Is that like part of the reasons why you're like, yo?
No, I don't think there's a dominance. I think the female has to actually like you.
Okay.
Once a girl likes you, it don't matter. She can make as
She
much
submit
money.
to you.
She it don't matter how much money she makes. If she actually really mess with you, like really mess with you, the money don't matter. She'll literally take care of you until you get on your feet. The problem is when female take up dudes that are not doing anything for themselves, build them a life.
Yeah.
Then they
That's when
start
the
to
dominance
get-
come up.
Hold on, no, dudes start to act different towards the female that help them out.
Okay.
So now you get the money and start show off, yeah, you know. I know you forgot the girl that helped you out.
Yes.
Is right here with you. She ain't going nowhere.
We spoke about that with Steve Harvey.
Yeah.
But
they did.
but that's the thing that happens with men. So that's why a lot of women that has money,
Yeah.
they try to push off a certain
Demeanor,
demeanor because they feel like, okay, I got money, I want somebody with money too, because they don't want to help nobody, and then they don't
But-
leave them, and then they're heartbroken.
Yeah.
But that's still an illusion.
Yeah.
Because even though a girl would say, I've seen girls all the time who say, oh, I don't want a broke man. But personally, I can tell you guys that a couple years, like what, 5 years ago, I was sleeping on a couch.
Right.
And I slept with the most women I ever slept with in my life. So,
But you know what?
And I was broke.
Let me tell you though,
but
with
I
that.
can tell, hold on, before you go.
Yeah.
Me can tell you this. When in high school, when I have no money, but
So, yeah, so, but
Yeah,
that's why you
but-
must say, like, it's like if them like
it's
you,
not
them
about-
care
yeah,
about
they
you.
like you,
Because
So them not.
exactly.
if they like you, it has nothing to do with money. They just like you.
And then you fulfill those other parts other than this financial,
So what
right?
you guys
The
are
emotional
saying-
support and all that other stuff. That's why they attach you, because we're nurturers and we need that emotional support. So with y'all not being able to make that money at that time and really drive yourself, you guys are actually giving us those things that we want.
So that's the thing that we want you guys to promote the most. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, when you go through
We don't need the
Instagram,
money, we
you
need
see-
the-
you see
the
Cash
other
App in their
stuff.
bio and
Bro.
stuff, and then you see them posting memes where they're here like, oh, don't ask me what I'm doing, ask me what my Cash App.
My
So
Cash
now
App.
they're creating this image that is making them suffer in the end, because remember, it turns people like me away, and it turns people who can get women who have
Yeah.
money
Look
to
and
you.
see that, yeah.
And they know them feel like them have money, them can't get you. So them
I feel like the younger
And that's,
generation,
you know
though,
what's the worst
too.
thing about me? Like if you come at me with money, like if a girl come up, because it happens so many times. And worse, I'm from Jamaica, but you know Jamaica, like sorry to say, one of them from here, sometimes no licky boy. But you know, being a Jamaican,
Yeah.
most times the man them look for girl with money, use them and leave them. You understand?
Yeah. When I mention them the other day, just tell me, saying, man say, yo, you actually like the girl, man? I was like, yeah.
Yeah,
Man say,
like-
yo, me milk girl in that. Anything we can get from them,
so,
get them.
so that's a problem though that we go through with women.
Yeah.
Because some women have money.
All right,
Yeah,
so
but use them.
the conversation last week that me and her was going back and forth about was, she was talking about not building with a man. Like a man has to be where he needs to be before he can date her. Like he has to already have his money in his place and is living good before. Basically, that's what she was saying.
Not me, the guest.
The
that
other
we-
guest.
No,
No, the other guest. Not
you
her.
had to be
The other
like-
guest. So basically, then she said that sometimes when women do that, the man ended up being successful and then leave her.
Yeah.
But what I was explaining to her was, the same person you are when you're broke is not the same person you're going to be when you're rich.
You're gonna change.
Something is going to change you, but most times the people around you change. So me, I get rich now, and now all of a sudden, get the same person look at me like, oh, I'm going like him better than people. You get what I'm saying?
You know the funny thing? Well, I think Meek Mill said that. I think it was Meek Mill that said that. He's like, yo, if I make the money and you start acting weird, who change? Me or you? That's what he said.
Wait, you said what again?
He said, if I make money and you start acting weird towards me, then who changed?
Right.
No, that's facts.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. So the same thing in
Because I'm
relationships.
still
sometimes.
around you, but you're looking at me weird. What if I didn't have the money? We would still be cool.
No,
now.
true.
Right, so that's what I'm saying.
It's like
Same
when
thing in
you say when you make
relationships
money,
sometimes.
and sometimes you don't change, but people start treating you different as
Right.
if like you feel like it's an insecurity in them.
Right.
And they
Right.
start to push it on, project it on you, and be like, oh, he moving like he.
Right.
It's like I'm just.
And now that drives the relationship like this, because now you don't connect with that person no more. They know the version of you that was trying to come up, but not the the version that's already
there.
get there.
So now she's probably missing the whole you depending on her.
Right.
And maybe she's interpreted it as in like you're moving different.
Right.
But it's just him not feeling.
And then maybe your time
miscommunication.
spent with her is less because now you're more busy. Like all those things tend to like they change.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? So I think we have to just learn that there's no one way to look at the situation. Everybody is different. It's different circumstances in different situations because you can be with a girl, peer her way through school, and she leaves you right as she graduates. You get what I'm saying? Then you can be with a girl, same thing, and then you guys just come up together.
Yeah.
Because of the integrity that person has.
I love seeing it. I don't know. I just a thing like whenever I see people like been together for like years, they get married, they have kids, and I'm just happy.
Yeah.
I love that.
No, yeah.
I love seeing that. Yeah.
I always use an example. I have two friends who are living that lifestyle, like where he has his wife and he has 2 kids from her, and they're married, moved to Orlando, living a happy life. My homeboy, he went to the Navy, got his girlfriend after they got married. They had kids, now they have 3. They're living happily in LA. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And our guy just got married just the other day.
Yeah.
No, you know what? Today, there's this girl I used to know from like high school. Today she followed me on Instagram. Well, this is gonna air like later, but today she followed me on Instagram. And I asked her, I was like, yo, you and you still together? They're like, yeah. Oh, that was like 12, 15 years ago.
Yeah, 5, 10 years ago.
That's real unity.
I'm like, yo, I love that.
Yeah, that's
Like,
real
so,
unity.
no, we're not against relationships.
Oh, no.
But single life is nice.
So my next
When you
question
find a
is,
person, you find a person.
my next question is, right? We're in entertainment. We're out there. We're in parties. We're in entertainment on a whole, right?
Yeah.
Do you guys think it's harder to find somebody in our field?
No, it's not.
I don't think so. Somebody said that to me
I think so, but
the other day.
It's not.
I don't think so because somebody mentioned to me too. They were like, yo, do you not feel like because you party so much and you know what I'm saying, like that makes it harder for you to find love because people will probably perceive it as you just party and you know this and that because that's what they attach it to.
Right.
They see your parties all the time. They're just like, oh, that's all you do is party. You don't
lifestyle.
have any kind of productivity or nothing like that, right?
Lifestyle, yeah.
But at the same time, I don't feel like it makes it harder for me. I feel like it's like an autopilot to decipher who is really for me. Because if you can look at what I'm doing on the internet and decide what kind of person I am, I don't really want you anyway. Because that means you're small-minded already. Because people don't understand now. They see me partying all the while, but they don't know that most of these parties, this is my business. I get paid. I'm marketing. There's sometimes I even go to a party, just a party, and I get a booking. Because sometimes promoters need to see you. And they be like, yo, I want to book you for this. I want to do a promotion. So I'm making money. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting paid to be there. And when I leave, and I'm going home, I'm studying. I just finished my real estate license, right? And they don't know that, but they're just assuming that what they see right away, and they just make their image of you. So right away, that's not who I want. And then, like I said, it hasn't, like, just by experience, girls who shoot their shot, they still shoot their shot, whether it's at the club or if it's at Walmart.
No matter
And
where
they see
they
me,
sit.
so they're gonna shoot their shot either way. So I don't think it makes
Do
it
you
harder. I
shoot your
just think
shot? Does Gallus in Paris shoot his shot?
Of course I shoot my
How does
shot,
that?
but
How does
I
that?
shoot
How
my
does that
shot
go about?
From the side. So, because remember, I am Gallus in Paris. So, I don't want to end up on people.
You gotta be very careful with that
Where they're
screenshot.
like, oh, Gallus not trying to talk to me.
Yeah.
No, so I do it in a way like, let's say I see a girl over there that I like. I'm not gonna go over there and
Yeah,
like,
ask our friend.
hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna talk to the friend either. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go close to them and show them that I can whoop in at them head. and then they're gonna see them like, oh, this guy can dance, right? And then guess what happens every single time? They record me and then they tag me on Instagram.
And then you get a DM.
DM. No shame.
Yeah, but with our stuff is different though. Like being a DJ is different. Not we don't dance, we don't do that. But with our stuff is different. Like they'll watch your stories. I mean, they'll tag you in some shit. Some of them will tag you in the business page, not the actual person. They know where your page is, but they'll tag you in the business page, and they come to all your goddamn parties until you're bumping at them one day. And I say, oh my god, hey, how you doing?
I think I understand your side of it though, but I think it makes it a little bit more harder, only for the simple fact that it's just like hanging out at the same barbershop. The same people come there. You get what I'm saying? The same type of people. Most times, the people that hang out in a certain setting have the same type of mindset. They think most of them think the same way. Not all. Most of them think the same way, but you meet the same people most of the time, and you can attest to this. You meet a girl. most girls you meet know somebody that you know. Or even slept with somebody that you know. But that's what I'm trying to say. It's hard in that aspect. If we take a week off or 2 weeks off and start going to some Spanish clubs or some American clubs, we're going to meet some totally different people that probably don't know nobody that you know.
But you know what I'm saying? You know the crazy part about meeting some of the girls in the clubs though? Some of them only come out like once in a blue moon. And he just works that.
That's like
I'm very happy that you meet him at that
That's
moment.
rare though. But
that's like 2 in the corner. Right.
Right. No,
You know what I'm saying?
but it's so crazy
Quiet.
like, who you might meet in the club itself. Like you might meet her today and then you have a conversation with her tomorrow. You be like, what? Serious?
Yeah. So sometimes you'll have like those randoms that come in and you're like, I've never seen them.
Right. And you're like, yo, I want to know who you
I did that, and it was still a case where she knew everybody.
Yeah. So
This episode of the Student to Life podcast is sponsored by Vintage Florists and Events. For the Valentine's Day flowers, for your Mother's Day flowers, for your Christmas, your anniversary, whatever you need these flowers for, these teddy bears, whatever arrangements, you could hit up Vintage Florists and Events.
Yes.
The number to call to make orders, place orders, or for more info is 754-423-4673.
it's funny. All right, so I agree 100% because
You're like,
so
wait, you know that?
I retract my statement. You know why? It's because I forgot that we were just talking about this, right? Me and Youngstar were just talking about this, and I said it because I remember my homegirl had a birthday, right? And she went to some party in Miami. It's like it's the Americans.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
The
It's a
Americans.
different crowd.
Oh, different crowd.
And I'm telling you, everything that was walking past me, just on like a physical level, was a 10. And I'm looking at all these girls, and I've never seen them in my life.
Right.
Not one person.
You might have seen him on Instagram and not even realize.
Not even.
No, you can't.
Okay?
Because that
And I was just like, yo. And then I went back home, and I hit up, I was like, Youngstar, we live in a bubble, bro.
I'm telling you, I'm
We
joking.
have an illusion of thinking that the girls on our scene, it doesn't matter how much, there could be 16 Jamaican parties on one night, and it's still the circulation of the same people.
Yeah.
And we think that's the world.
I learned that.
So
I learned that
it
early
does.
in the partying scene that it's the same type of people that's there, the same type of girls
Right.
that's there, and
But the thing
it
is,
actually turned me off. So
I
like,
think the thing is,
I don't want to be around that.
Traveling made me see the broader aspect.
Yeah.
Travel,
Oh yeah. That's
And
true.
doing private events too. Doing private events like
but-
weddings
but-
and birthday parties.
Oh, yeah.
But the crazy thing
Different.
about what you're saying, like it's the same people. Like sometimes we're in a party, but we're not looking for that person. So you're not seeing them until you probably run into them at the supermarket and be like, oh shit, who that?
Exactly.
And then
That's right.
And then
Yeah.
you go home, and then they go to the woman and say, all right, let me invite her out one time. And she started, everybody in the club.
She's hugging everybody from the door to the DJ booth.
I'm like, wait a minute,
You know how much time?
stand over there.
Yeah. You know how much times that
Stand over there.
happened? Where I'm like, yo, I got a new thing. She look good, you know?
But no,
And she come around with table and then, remember, I'm probably a youngster. She come around and she's like, lay in. And I'm like,
oh
my God.
government name.
Government name.
they're like, yo.
I'm like, yeah.
Oh my God.
You gotta get out for that shit.
You gotta go.
Yeah,
You gotta go.
That's rough, bro. I'm telling you. Like,
Y'all listen, ladies. Y'all getting all of this secrecy?
This is not secrecy. This is not a secret. It's not a secret.
Really?
They all know this.
So they know.
But
All
they
right.
don't know your mental, how y'all thinking about
All right.
it, how y'all are processing
This
it.
happened to me.
I would say that.
Yeah, this happens too many times.
Yeah.
Too many. You know what I gotta do most of the time? Like, I gotta be like, yo, you know who this? Yo, you know who this is? Yo, Gallus, I'm gonna send you this picture. You tell me if you know this person. And 90% of the time, somebody
So if you
I
know
even
them,
slept
does
with.
that mean? Oh, okay, there you go. That's
slept with.
depends on who know them.
Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll be like, yo, I'm like, yo, this person. Then you have like Adrian, I'm like, oh, Kathy?
Cross that off the list. Or what I do is, I was like, what's your Instagram? And I go on there, I see mutual friends, and I'm like, yep.
Hell yeah. I'm like, oh, she look good. That's
All right,
DJ
so-
Young Child like that.
Yo,
I'm
you know
like,
what? Yeah, like if I get a girl on Instagram and I go on Instagram, she got like 200 followers. I said, I like you. I knew you want to have a conversation.
Oh my
Kind
God.
of catfish.
Nah, catfish.
Like risky.
Yeah.
But if he
That's-
knows,
that's
if he,
right.
if he meets her,
Something ain't right.
you can tell.
Something ain't right.
You know what I look for?
if he meets her in
You don't know
person,
much people. You
Something
go
right.
out, but you don't know much people.
If
That's
you
cool.
get
right.
to the point of meeting them in person, it's already too late.
that's what
because
he's
they could
talking
be-
about. Aren't you talking about if you meet him in person?
Oh,
and
if
then
you
he
look
was
at their
like,
picture, you meet them in person.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
something ain't right.
So, No.
Something's
No,
off.
because you have people that don't really.
That be
For
honest,
me personally, if I meet a girl and she follow 1,000 people and only 100
I'm
people
not
follow
saying
her,
that. I'm saying like her follow, like her ratio is close,
Is-
but
yeah.
she don't.
even if.
But that weird.
Depending on, because remember, well, listen, if you think about it, right? If you think about it, if she look a certain way, only thing I would ask is, let me see your request. You're gonna have a lot of people in that request line. In that request.
No.
If there's nobody in the request and you only have 200, and I look at you, something wrong with you.
No. You have some women like them look really good, but them just not a social media subject.
Yeah.
It's not every girl wants to be a social media
I've seen that before.
person. Yeah,
But you
I've
have to
seen it.
meet
Sometimes
them
they don't-
first.
But something, those people, something's always off with them.
Yeah.
To me, something's always
See,
off
you
with them.
just can't win. You just can't.
I don't know because remember, like, all right, you see, what people have to understand as well too is you have to adjust with the times.
Right.
Yeah.
So somebody who feel like they're like this
Yeah.
because they don't do social media. Oh,
They're
yeah,
better
I
than
don't-
everybody
I don't
else.
do social media.
Everything is
I'm
on social.
mature.
You're right.
Everything is on
I'm
social
about
media.
my business. There's surgeons on Instagram.
Yeah.
Who are
Promoting.
constantly on
Yes.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Dr. Miami follow me. He's on there constantly.
If
It has
you
nothing
go on
to
the
do with your
Snapchat,
productivity.
Oh, yeah.
It has nothing to do
Nothing.
with it.
Snapchat with the whole
So
circle.
it's like how social you are. Like, remember, like when you're growing up and shit like that, like they teach you how to be social. Like being social on Instagram shows a lot. If you're not social, you have a little bit of friends.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
there's something
That's
wrong
what I'm
with you.
saying. There's something
No,
off.
what a lot
There's
of
something
people,
off
what a
there,
lot
I'm
of people,
telling
what a
you.
lot of people don't understand. You don't have to post your lifestyle on your life on social media.
We
It's on
don't.
Social.
All we do
No,
is
what I'm
post that
saying,
thing.
you have people that literally think you have to post your entire
Entire
life
life.
on
Right.
socials, and that's the problem. Like you, all right, if you didn't know me or no Stretch or no Gallus, you wouldn't know anything about our lifestyle
Yeah.
because you see me out, but when I leave, where do I go? You don't know.
Right. I get it.
You know what I'm saying?
Not
So
every- So I'm curious to know, what are like the ultimate deal breakers?
Back.
Yeah, because she like.
Scooting up.
Instead of inside of the podcast.
She's like, oh,
But
you.
these tables are like, okay, let's push this
That's
apart.
fine.
There you
We
go.
have room because it's not 5 people.
Yeah.
I think I was used to the 5 panel.
We'll go to the next question.
All right, so the deal breakers
She's
one.
going to start with that same question.
Yeah.
that she was gonna say.
Yeah.
All right, guys. You ready? You gonna count us down? Yeah.
Yeah. In a second.
we'll talk. We'll continue talking.
Yeah. See, this is why we send emails, because there's panel etiquette
y'all gotta
and we ain't
control this,
front
man.
running.
All right, ready?
Good job. It shit is funny as fuck.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. This should be the double part. Double
I know.
This season we'll send you up, Stretch.
Huh?
This season.
Thank you.
A little bit.
That's why I had to, you know.
A little bit.
All right. You ready? You count us down?
I think it's just from watching it and learning what I'm doing.
You ready?
Okay.
Okay, guys. So I'm curious to know, what are the ultimate deal breakers for you when you're actually looking for your person?
A deal breaker for me is not having a sense of humor. That's the. I'm talking about that's a top.
I mean, you're jealous in Paris.
I love
Anybody didn't
No.
even gotta have that.
Exactly, because I talk.
Yeah.
Curse? No?
Yeah.
Stuff.
Yeah, we try not to curse.
I talk stuff. Okay?
Yeah.
So I don't need somebody who. I remember one time, like, you can't just be too serious.
Yeah.
I hate,
Yeah.
like,
Uptight.
women who are just
Yo,
too serious.
hold
I remember
on,
one
hold on.
time this girl was looking me. She was looking me. You know what I'm saying? I was leaving a party,
she
she
give me
saw
attitude,
me,
right?
and I was like, called me over to her car and stuff like that, and like, oh, yeah, you're fine. I'm like, okay, cool. We exchanged numbers. I'm like, yeah, and then I was texting, and I was like, oh, if you're free, like when you're down here next time, we can link. I don't link. I'm like,
Girl.
I'm like, first of all,
I would have replied.
I'm like, first of all, if I was trying to smash, I was
Wait, hold on. The first
Yeah.
expression I gotta say.
yeah, I'm like, hold on. No, what do you mean you don't link? Like I'm trying to bring you. Oh, let's eat. Let's watch
So why y'all
Netflix.
talk to me
And
for?
like, no, I said link. Whatever I'm doing, we link.
Link.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Oh, I don't do links. This and that. I'm like, oh, you want a date? I'm like, yo, listen. Right away, I blocked her. I'm like, you're too serious.
Yeah.
Right away.
You know, I saw someone on a podcast. It says date means dick at the end. So,
Oh my God.
Well, I'm a decent person. I don't know that. I never heard of that in my life. Okay? Date means all
I'm about to.
So what I'm saying is, I was just appalled that she even thought that I was gonna give her oud. Because who said you even reached that standard yet? So I was like, yo, you're ahead of yourself. I'm like, ever in your life think that I'm fast.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, we have
come on.
standards.
Yeah, I have standards.
standards.
As if like I was trying to do some quick stuff.
Right.
No, get out of my
What else though? What else?
Okay.
Give me three.
We got more.
All right, and all right, okay.
Too serious?
So yeah, too serious, no sense of humor, and the second one is only two, really, to tell you the truth. Cause I like
flexible.
to test out things. I don't have a type because you never know what you find.
Yeah,
in
you're
something. You know what I'm
flexible.
saying?
Yeah.
So just sense of humor, and you just have to be intellectual. Like you can't be somebody who worships memes. There's a lot of people who have no thoughts for themselves.
Right.
They just watch an
Read a
Instagram
book.
or they watch a podcast for somebody to say something dumb to validate their dumb thought, and then that's it. You
Right.
have to be able to disagree with somebody.
Right.
You have to be able to think for yourself. Don't say, "Oh yeah, a man is supposed to this," because maybe you don't require this from a man. So if we were to follow standards of what a man should do, and you don't require that, now that's messed up.
Right.
So just think for yourself and don't be a follower. Like be a leader and think for yourself.
Because if
Not
we were
looking
supposed to look at the meme and be like, this is what a real man does.
yeah, like
Yeah,
that makes no sense. So sense of humor, and you just have to think for yourself. Have a mind of your own. Make your own decisions. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell me what somebody else told you, and that's why you live by it. No, like question everything. So that's the two things right there. That like main things.
Okay.
Sense of humor and think for yourself.
Yeah, I agree with the sense of humor. Because I love laugh. People think I'm serious, but I love laugh.
Yeah, you're serious.
I love comedy. Nah, but I love to laugh. But you have to know me to know that. No, but that's what I'm saying. But I do love to laugh though. Like I do it. But if you're too serious, I can't really honest with you. But I'm a type of person I don't like to argue with people. And if you're argumentative all the time, like I can't deal with that.
Yeah.
Like I feel like if we should be able to debate, but not argue.
Right.
Like
healthy disagreements.
Right. Like yeah, we could have those, and then we can figure it out later on. We're already. But I don't like to argue. And if you try to argue with me, I'm literally going blank. I'm stop talking. That's it. So for me, I love people that I can have a conversation. Like we can talk. Generic conversation. We just chat all day, but nothing. And something.
For me, instant deal breaker for me is if you're too loud.
It's the same thing as being argumentative all the time.
No. If you're just loud in general,
Yeah.
that to me is just ridiculous. Like
Yeah.
you're just loudest person in the room all the time. Why? Why are you doing
It's so
that?
embarrassing.
You know? Why are you like this?
It's embarrassing.
You know?
No, it's embarrassing for real.
First of all, that's the first instant. Now, when I say turn off, I mean instant turn off.
Like, why are you talking so
You're too loud. Are you deaf?
Right.
You know?
That's not high on the list, but it's
Right.
very loud.
And everybody knows, like, if you don't have a sense of humor, not only even a sense of humor, sense overall, like, you have to think, just think. If you're asking me a question and I look at you and be like, think about what you just asked me.
Yeah.
Just think about what you just asked me.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing.
And give yourself an answer.
That's the worst thing you could ask a female.
Like,
Think about what you just
somebody ever asked you a question and you're like, how? How? How did you come up with this? You know, I can't even answer you because if I ask you every question to lead up to this question, you're gonna answer it yourself.
Right.
You know, just like he said, think for yourself. Don't be swayed by what your friends say, Instagram. And one thing I also hate is a person who is easily swayed.
Yeah.
Because you have to be firm in your thoughts about what you believe in, and you stand on that. If you're not a person who stands on what you believe in, and you're easily like, you'll be here, and we're like, you have a friend, and you and this person are friends to the end. But as soon as somebody come around and be like, you know, he has this fault about him that I don't like, and you join in the conversation like, you know, I mean, I like this either, and then you just, to me, if you come to me saying something about Gallus or about Brad, I'm like, yo, talk to Gallus or Brad. Why are you talking to me about that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need. For me, I walk away. I did that today in the gym. Like, somebody come to me, I don't like him. I'm like, yo, listen, that's not my business.
That's not. Yeah.
Firm in your thoughts. I stand on that. If you're my friend, I stand on that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I believe in this thing, I stand on it.
I remember having a conversation with you years ago, and you were like, yo, the only reason I can't take these girls serious is because I can run around their head.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because you're going to say, oh, a girl will say, I'm not sleeping with a person until 3 months.
Right.
And then I meet you and I'm like, a week.
I see him doing it.
But only because you're not firm in your thoughts about what you really believe in.
Right.
Like you're easily swayed by something I said, something I did.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like I've slept with girls in a day.
Yeah.
I met her today and I slept with her by the end of that same day.
Yeah.
So it's like that's happened.
Yeah.
But
No, I get it.
but you're out there saying that you believe that a person's supposed to wait.
Right.
You don't really believe that.
You're a female, so let me ask you. Why would a female want to do it to wait 3 months?
Why?
Yeah.
I can tell you why.
I think that some women, one, they believe that sex, when you lead with sex, it blurs a lot of the other important things when it comes to a relationship.
So let's say 6. All right. So if I wait 3 months, right? You finally give me a touch up, right? Mm-hmm. We have sex, and like none of like you probably like it, but I'm like, this is what I wait 3 months for.
Right.
I'm gonna block you.
Right.
All right.
So it comes with
the next question. Next question.
It comes with your discernment as a person, though, because we spoke about this last week, right? About when the topic is when is it healthy enough to talk about sex, and I said that I'm a sexual person, and if the energy is there, I know myself, you know. So if I talk to you and we're dealing and the energy is there, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna wait, and I'm not gonna deprive myself because I know me.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? But some women, they don't know their bodies and they don't know their self, and some women, they want to go by the book, and also they would have those experiences of sleeping with a man the first time or whatever it is, and they see that, okay, this didn't lead no way, so maybe this is just not the way to go.
I mean, a lot of guys don't like Steve Harvey's book because he tells a lot in that book, where he was talking about making a man wait before you give it up, because if that man really wants you, he'll wait.
Yeah.
A lot of times. You know what I'm saying? If he wants you if he likes you as the person without that attached to it, let me finish. Some men will wait.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But are you worth waiting on is the real question.
Right.
Okay, so you say, all right, you have man that will wait a year to get liquor from a female.
I didn't say a year.
No. This is serious. You have dudes out here that will literally sit down and wait for this girl. He don't want to He doesn't want her. He doesn't want to be with her. Nothing. He just want to have sex with her. He'll wait a year to get up.
I talked about it last week. Like
he will literally do
part of the goal is
it's a
that
challenge.
Yeah.
Can I say, okay, you want me to wait? I'll wait, but I'll block you tomorrow.
But that's I'm gonna keep this short because we're gonna get to the next one. But I say that a lot. I said the problem that a lot of women have nowadays is, and that's why they keep getting screwed in the end, is because they list everything that they require publicly.
They really don't.
And guess what? Men are hunters and they're problem solvers. If they know that all they have to do is, that's just like when a job says we're looking for this person and you put everything on your resume.
You go on there even when you never wear a suit in your life.
Yeah, stop stating what it is that you want. Let the person be who they are, and then you decide
and you listen
to the real person.
Yeah,
because I even stated that I have clients that's married to their husbands or their wives that they slept with them within the first week. It's all about just who you are as a person and the energy.
No, but I ended up in a relationship from a first night touch.
See, so it's
but is it a turn off? Is it a turn off if a woman give it up too quick?
No, I don't think it's a turn off. It's different situations.
Yeah, it depends on how.
It depends on how it happened, and then it'll put a forecast.
Because you can literally start a conversation with somebody and you just click.
Sometimes sometimes you can sleep with somebody for the first time you meet them, and you realize that this isn't really something that they do.
They do.
So it's all about being able to read people. Like I've slept with somebody for the first time I met them, and I knew that regular something.
Yeah.
And then you do it with somebody who you can tell like. There's somebody who it was just the energy that really brought it out of them.
You meet that one person that's like I don't usually do this.
Yeah, I don't usually.
When they do that, then you know.
Yeah.
And that's another thing too. Like you can tell the insecurity of it. Like some of them try to put so much on how they don't do this.
Right.
Then you're like,
you definitely.
You definitely do.
You definitely do.
We can pick out the.
Yeah, you can pick it.
Yeah. But it's just being able to dissect that.
Yeah.
Being able to know the difference. Because a lot of that's to say this, a lot of men don't know how to have conversations to know who a person is because they don't care.
Right.
As long as I get the smash, I don't care what you think. I don't care how you think. I don't care what you do and how you do it. As long as I smash. But a person who cares about, all right, I know you're a shitty person. You could be the prettiest person on the planet. If you're shitty, I don't want to be around you. I want to be in your company. I can't sleep with you.
It's crazy. Like we in the game that we are, we've been around a lot of different types of women, and sometimes some of them will come up to you. You have a conversation. You're like, you're dumb as a doorknob.
Nah, for real.
Yeah.
The first words that come out, you're like,
like I don't even like.
And there's someone who can ignore that. I can.
I can.
If you speak rubbish,
there's no way. I cannot
keep you in a
Nah, I can't.
Yeah.
Like it's better you don't talk. Just don't say nothing. Just let me enjoy this. Don't say nothing.
So, what about women that play hard to get? How is that works? Does it give you like a drive, like, ooh?
No. It depends on, all right. You see, if you're having a conversation with someone, no, because nowadays, no woman don't really play hard to get nowadays. Honestly, really and truly.
He said that kind of last week, like that's
No.
back
honestly,
in the days.
But the thing is, they don't. It's not women playing hard to get. Some women just know them standards and what they want.
Yeah.
So it's not really they're playing hard to get. Them just really make sure say okay, because some women are big on energy. So you see, they might think they play hard to get, but if they mess with your energy, they will give you anything because they love your energy. That doesn't mean they want to be with you sometimes. That just means they love your energy.
Right.
And I tell women this, like, we don't have to sleep together. We could be cool. We could talk about whatever you want to talk about, but we don't have to have sex. Not all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what you think.
Yeah, I mean, like, when it comes to playing hard to get, like, alright, I'm at the stage now where a girl she have to give me some too, you know. You understand?
Yeah, I'm at that point.
I'm at the point where, you see, if you have to play hard to get, I realize that at 2 times I text you, and you never, and like, text you know what, if you start the conversation, and I dead off, and then I text you again, if you start the conversation, I dead off, and you know, say nothing.
Like, you're not put out the
Hey, me a prize, you know.
You're somebody in the world.
Me a run it down.
Yeah.
You understand? So it's not even like I would apply pressure as long as it's reciprocated, but nobody's not gonna play hard. You see, if you say to yourself that, alright, I'm not gonna text him because you're doing too much.
But you have them girls like,
because
I don't like you. I hate you so much.
That's because you don't run them down.
Yeah, but even in that sense, when them say them I like you, them still reach out again.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I have to just put the effort.
I can't stand
so
you.
if you're playing hard to get, which like Brad said, they don't really.
They don't.
You know what I'm saying? They don't. This is like high school stuff.
Right.
Nowadays, in our age group and stuff, like women are like they're telling you straight up. Sometimes I feel like a female because they're talking to me and I'm like, hello. You know what I'm saying? Like
for me,
sometimes the night
I like to go out and eat.
yeah,
Like, I like to,
exactly.
I like
Like
to go
sometimes
to
the night end and my box says I rolled up. And I'm like, I don't like this.
This don't feel good.
But for me personally, I think, like you said, I agree completely. The energy has to be matched somewhere.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm not texting you twice. You know, I'm not doing that. If I text you and you don't respond, I'm not gonna be like, hey, you know, like, you didn't see my message?
Yeah.
Of course you saw my message. You just didn't text back. Or if you be like, oh, I didn't see it, all right, cool. Then your attention is somewhere else. You're good. Like, I'm not worried about that.
Yeah.
But I don't understand dudes that talk to themselves in girls' DMs, like, all them things. No. Don't do that to yourself. Do not.
No, it's
She
annoying.
don't like you.
That's true.
She don't.
Thank you.
You know the crazy part is? Though? Sometimes when it comes to Instagram and meeting people in real life, like people can meet you in real life, you know. Like after the Instagram thing. Like you probably see other one girl on Instagram, you see the one, you know? So now the one artist and whatever the case is like. And she give her one like and everywhere and says, okay. You see her in person, I know she wanna be friendly with you, be like,
just you just like it, like, oh, he's just another person putting the art out.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. So sometimes being what we do, because I said when we go out, sometimes you can't tell if we're DJs if you don't know us, because we just always do ourselves and do that thing. Until I see you go on stage, and you shell it, now them come back.
I was just gonna say that. I had that happen a couple times where it was like, you know, your friend is nice. Who's your friend? She's like, I don't know. You know? Then we just go stand up back in our car and everything. Then we start working and the whole time.
Hold on. So to the question, to what he said about, you know, girls are pushing too fast. Like girls are doing.
I know we're coming towards the end of tax season, but we're still doing taxes right now. So go ahead and head over to Spectrum Tax Group on Instagram if you still need your taxes done. I know we got some late people, so go ahead and try to get your taxes done. We also got credit repair available, so you want to DM wants to find out about that, Spectrum Tax Group is your place to be. All right? Thank you.
Like that, a girl ever come link it, and as soon as she like when I don't have sex, she just get up and put on her clothes on. If you ever feel that way?
Yeah, me feel
I thought I was the only one. Like you can sit down for 2 minutes. Like, we can talk. You want some water?
We're going to look inside the rooms first and see that.
Hey, it's rough because I'm talking about not recently, but like within the past year. I even sent her like a long message. And I'm like, yo,
You ain't have to do it like that.
I'm like, you know why I waited until you was done, right? Because I'm like, I knew you were gonna leave when you moved. So I'm here like, that's why I waited so long to give you front. Because I was like, I knew what you were doing, son.
Worst thing, right? Worst thing, you're like, all right, just go upstairs. I'll be there in a little bit. You go upstairs, they fully naked. They don't wait for you to take no clothes off, bro. They walk in and be like, yo, why you still dressed? I'm like,
I had a girl tell me, yo, turn the TV off. I'm like,
right. I'm like, give me you feel cheap. Like, you feel cheap now. Like that's
Johnny said, he was in a long message.
yeah, like, I'm
No,
like,
let me tell you though. Let me tell you why women do that. I don't know if you guys know why women do that, but women do that to protect their emotions because we're natural
we have
nurturers.
emotions too, though.
I understand, but some men don't have emotional intelligence, and that's actually something I realized, and that's actually a love language for me. From
But
the men that
I mean, a lot of women assume that this is what a man will go. You're gonna want this.
But not even that, right? They know that some women know they're there for one reason. They know they're there for this reason, especially if the connection through talking and whatever has been, whatever it is.
I'll go to.
So right, but sometimes for us that's too much.
That's crazy. Y'all really getting y'all
Women that no for real, because the moment we connect, we're like, oh my God, I wonder if he needs his clothes washed later. Like it gets to like that,
what I think what I think why that happens now is the narrative of man just want to get someone you can go and go to business.
Right.
That's why you say. So the
but when you actually get it, when it actually happens, you're like,
wait, just wait. No, this.
I don't like this.
Yo, look at it. All right.
Who wants to go for
All right.
that?
It feels better to us when we have to make up a lie, say I have to leave. But when we just get up and like, okay, later, like.
Yeah, like what?
No, because that happens. And also men do that. No, but listen.
Like you want to hunt towel? Like
I get it, but
I come out the
men.
bathroom, I clean up and put a note on the bed.
Right. Like where are you going?
Where did you get a
Like yo, you get a text like
pre-made.
hey, like you get a text like hey, make sure you go lock the door.
For real.
Man, come on, man.
No,
where you going?
it's one of those things where we have to protect ourselves in the midst of it. You know what I mean?
It hurts.
It hurts.
And then, no, but honestly, if you say, for most women, if you be like, I can't really speak for myself because it just depends on the time limit that I'm on. But for some women, it's like, if you say, it's okay, relax, whatever, then we might feel a little bit more comfortable. But we're just like, well, we don't know where y'all mindset is at.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So
You can tell.
it's one of those things.
Let me tell you how it works. Well, they told some secret. Let me tell you how you want. You say, all right, you say the sex is good. The man now go just get up and take out him foot.
Okay.
Now you might just relax on the pan. Sorry, let me focus. Like you see, when I go to sleep, I don't stay up. Like I fall asleep instant. Like I'm tired. I'm going to bed.
Nah,
So you have to catch me before me jump asleep. So you can, right? No, I fall asleep.
I got trust issues. I can't.
Right?
Do that.
So no, but that's why you don't mess with.
It'll be with people you trust.
Right.
No, still,
So-
I don't care who it is. All right.
But you see, for me
Even if
now,
I trust her.
for me now, if I have sex and the first thing I roll up and pick up my phone, yeah, time for you to go.
Oh, Jesus.
Like if I pick up my phone and I'm on my shit.
Is
Like,
that a signal?
like,
Get up, pick up your phone?
Yeah,
That's a
like-
signal?
I didn't know it was a signal, but
for me,
now that he's saying it, I'm here like, yeah.
Maybe I should
It's
have.
like, yo, I'm trying to show her no attention so she feel neglected and be like, you know what?
That's mess. See, and that's what women try to avoid, that
yeah, but
neglect.
pay attention to the sign.
Yeah,
Like
'cause-
if Bilal and
We're not gonna pay attention.
So
See,
how's
most
your day?
women, they're like, all right, I'm not even gonna pay attention to his sign, so I'm gonna just, we done, you good? All right,
That's
cool,
y'all
leave.
game, though. Y'all
Some
game
women
is
do
the-
that.
Is the read between the lines. Because remember,
Right.
y'all don't say
Yeah.
nothing y'all mean.
Yeah,
Y'all
exactly.
don't do nothing
Fact.
y'all mean. We
Fact.
gotta read between the lines. So I'm here like, all right, she'll understand this.
Yeah. Like, bro, like you ready? Like I'm like, hey,
It is-
I'm like, so.
But
Yeah,
I'm
working on it.
but I'm a sweetheart though.
Yeah.
And I'm selective with who I sleep with. So if I actually bring you into my house and we have whatever,
Yeah.
you don't have to leave
Yeah,
right
like
now.
you know.
They're gonna definitely be like, oh, he's got us in Paris. He does this all the time. Let me just.
Yeah, they
Nah, but-
are.
Some women probably.
But they're gonna find out later. And I'm here like, when they reach home, I'm like, you could have stayed. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm not about to grab. He's like, no.
Yeah. No, tell me why you come back. Like, me know why you say
Hey,
what-
because like him, like I love being by myself. So when they leave,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was joking. Like I don't feel hurt. I'm just like, my word.
Yeah.
This is
Like
different.
yeah, like that. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, that's all right. So since you said that, let me ask this question. I'm gonna piggyback into this question really quick. So, have you guys ever experienced like real heartbreak, in relationships?
I've never been.
Um,
I've never been to the part. So I can't
heartbreak.
Like not only breakup, but just heartbreak in general.
Yes.
Like real heartbreak where you
Yes.
can't eat, you can't sleep.
No, not that bad. Not that
Whenever I
bad.
get to that point.
Not that bad. We're talking about heartbreak
I've
just in general.
never-
That's your feelings hurt.
No, of course. Yeah.
To that point.
Been through
That's
shit.
the time, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I've never gotten to the point. I'm like, why don't I see this? I've never gotten to the point where I can't
I like that question.
eat or
Yeah.
sleep. I've heard people say that.
Yeah,
but
but
I'll tell no, I don't
Yeah,
understand
I
that
don't-
because
I don't-
it doesn't matter how bad I hurt. Like I'm gonna live.
Yeah.
Like for me,
Like
for
that
me,
makes no sense.
For me, it's not hard for me to walk away from a situation. Like if it's not for me, that's why I love to be happy. Like I don't like to be sad and I don't like to be moody and shit like that. I like to be happy. So for me, if it's something that's not for me, I want to leave. I'm not staying because it's a situation where I should stay in. I want to leave. Like, move cheap on you 50 times for you find out. Like, go on if you want. Because if you leave, that's the thing that I hate about the difference with men and women. If a man leave a girl, it's like, dog, just leave me alone. Go on. Because it's taboo for a man to leave a girl. So we just create a bag of problems so you know you're tired.
Yeah, me the first time, like when I was really like I felt what I think is heartbreak or whatever. It wasn't even, I wasn't even in a relationship with a person. You know what I'm saying? I feel like them just mash up my ego.
Right. Oh, shit.
Because I had her like this.
Yeah, so
Right?
where you gone?
And yeah, and like, I had her like this, right?
Yeah.
And the funny thing is I actually told her too, because we weren't in a relationship or whatever, and I told her, I said, yo, you're like girlfriend material. Because she wanted to have like a friend with benefit shit. So I was like, yo, this is not right for you. Cause I feel like,
you're more
like that. Yeah,
more than
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like you deserve
That
more than that.
happened to me
Like,
too,
cause this is when I was bad.
Yeah.
Right? So she used to be outside and I have like a girl in my room and stuff, and she still would like put up with it. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I was like, that don't make no sense.
Yeah.
So then she do it. It hurt. You know what I'm saying? I'm here like, wait, what I did?
Found somebody for her.
So you just say, I'll move on. So I realized
You're just gonna know your worth now? Now that I said it?
All of a sudden you uplifting, like, you know what I'm saying?
Like,
so
now you know your worth,
she got
like-
so bummed now, and there was a certain moment that happened.
Yeah.
And we realized she not respond to me like one time, you know.
It's a
She
message
used to
that-
dip on me, you know.
Like, check that message
And then
now,
we
just-
dip on, yo, what I want? I see her like she did back with like one next youth. They say me nearly vomit.
Why would you love her?
Like what? You know your
No,
worth?
right. Especially if you know how especially if you know how the sex was, you're like, but you're doing the same thing to that nigga.
Yo, I couldn't believe it, bro.
Next one.
Yo,
Alright.
I said, yo, that it is hot. Man, I'm like, it is
I get
hot.
it. I get it.
Damn.
I know
dog.
what you mean.
I mean, I think for me, it changed me. You know, experiencing it on a level where I learned that being able to acceptance helps to go through any situation. So accepting the fact that this is what the situation is like. If a girl leaves me for somebody else, accepting the fact that it happened. You know, it happened. This is not a fairy tale. It actually happened. How am I going to move forward from this?
You know-
So, you know, it changed me in a way where I just learned how to correct a lot of things in my life and learn how to deal with shit when it don't go the right way.
You know how I deal with shit like stuff like that? Like when I see that, especially if you leave me for somebody else, I think about all the bad things you did to me.
Oh my God.
That helps
what you gotta
me.
do. That
That helps me. I don't
Okay.
think about none of the good stuff. All the bad things that you do,
All right.
I say, you are getting that.
Is it me alone? Is it just me? Because I want to ask this question. Is it just me, or when you get heartbreak and disappointments, you tend to work harder at whatever it is that you have going on?
Because
Like,
now you're focused.
You have to find something else to-
focus
yeah.
on.
Yeah. So you want to distract yourself. So
Yeah.
it's like you push more.
That's not why for me.
You be glowing up.
for me,
That's
it's
why,
like
like afterwards, you
for me, it's like I'm gonna show you type of thing. That's me.
I don't do
Yeah,
it to prove a
that's-
point. I just do
For
it
me,
because
that's what I
I'm
use to push
focused.
myself forward.
Yeah, some
I'm
people
gonna
use
show
that
you.
as motivation.
as motivation.
Me, that's what I do. I'm like, yo, like ever since I started this whole where I became Gallus in Paris, is because I quit my job, right, in like 2011, and I remember I had an aunt who I had to see the other day, and she told my mom that she was so like she was
Disappointed?
like she was disappointed, and she was like, yo, Jermaine and them is not living up to their potential. They're wasting their time. They're not blah, blah, blah. So where I'm at right now, just ever since I moved out of my mom's house, I never asked her for money or moved back. Since 2011. I don't care what I had to do. Sell front.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna show you type of thing. Yeah, that's what it is.
That
No,
is
in
what
that case,
motivates me.
I'm gonna show
That's
you.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
That's what
Yeah.
keeps me going. Is
Yeah.
I'm like, I cannot make anybody see me
Right.
fail.
You can't allow
that
them to
person to see me
to have the
at my lowest
satisfaction.
point. Yeah.
Yeah.
No
but
satisfaction.
more time in the thing, like when you do all these things and you think about it, you're like, yo, I did all of this. Yeah, you'll cry in the dark. Like, yeah, when I tell you,
Yeah, sometimes
like, you think about it and be like, yo, like I did all this.
Yeah, sometimes
and then you forget all the stuff
Yo,
that used to bother
sometimes
you. Like
even
that.
with us, it's like, damn,
Like
we used to
we
be
did.
a hole in the wall.
Right,
bro,
like
But do
praying
you
for
guys
free.
ever think of like, okay, I learned this from this relationship and it actually gave me a sense of like,
oh yeah.
Okay.
I think every relationship that you enter,
You should take something from that.
relationships don't just mean somebody like
or just
somebody
this
that you
this
did.
energy
Just
that came in
somebody
your
else.
life. I gained this from it.
Yeah.
Some people will be like,
both.
oh,
relationships, everything for me.
Yeah,
is
and
like,
friendships.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Like everything you
my
look at.
breakups, because like I said, I've been single a long time. My breakups caused me to take more responsibility for a lot of things, be a better person to other people. You get what I'm saying? Because I didn't have a certain level of responsibility. You know what I'm saying? So that taught me that. I learned everything from every relationship.
as you
that's
should.
just-
I think that's just how you should take it. Like,
Yeah,
just be like,
from-
what can I learn from this situation and just move forward.
From my last relationship, I told myself like, speak up, say more. Don't be scared to say what's on your mind.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't really scared to say what's on your mind, but it's just like you saving faces. Like I save feelings, I save this. But I figured I'm going to say this. Like if I don't want this, yeah, I don't want this.
I
I'm
have
sorry,
a friend, I have a
don't-
guy friend that just recently got into a good relationship, and he said that what really got him was that he could literally be himself with this
Yeah.
person.
That's very hard to find.
Yeah, and I was like,
very
I'm
hard.
so happy that you found that because that's so important and it's so hard to find it.
It's hard, it's
And
hard.
it's all about energy too, because you ever been around somebody who you just met for the first time? And you
You
got
feel
shit
like
to say?
there's no one there for you.
No, but
Yeah.
So it's somebody who you're sitting around and you can be next to them and you don't say shit. You don't have nothing to say. And then there's someone who you met for the first time and y'all can't stop
Can't
talking.
talking.
Like you just talk
Yes.
about everything. It's
You just
what I was
talk
saying
about
earlier.
everything.
Yes.
Like you just literally
You
have
can't
a
sit.
conversation.
I've
with
met
this person.
somebody and that's the moment. It was a couple years ago. That's the moment I realized I'm like, yo, energy. You cannot fake it like
You can't
that.
fake it.
Sometimes
You
you
can't
energy
fake it.
just text somebody. I've been around somebody who I've never met in my life.
And just
And we sit there and we
Talk.
talk and I
Talk.
laugh
Talk.
and I
Yeah.
and
Like
I run joke and it's like you just naturally just want to be with them. So when you find out with a partner,
Every
Let me
day?
ask you a question.
Wait,
Act
that's
a
your best
fool?
friend?
Let me ask you a
You
question.
what?
If I meet a girl, like if I dare on somebody, you meet a girl, and it's like okay, you meet her, you try to talk to her because she look good, and you try to entertain her, try to get into a conversation, and you start a topic, and she's just like, yeah, no, and you sit down like 2 seconds, and you say, what is me for ask her?
No, you know what I hate? You know what you know what I hate? That same thing, and you sit on the phone for like 10, 15 minutes and he's just
But
quiet.
talk about nothing,
It's quiet. It's just dead silence on the phone. And
Yeah.
it's like, you ain't got nothing to say.
bro.
fam.
Like you're literally trying to start a conversation, like what you did today.
yeah, it's
Nothing?
like pulling teeth, bro. Yeah,
It's like, yo, okay, we're done.
I think it comes to people overthinking. Like, just let
No,
things flow.
sometimes
It's
just
not flowing.
Yeah, it's not flowing.
I don't think it's overthinking.
People don't even know how to let. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know I talk to them. And most of the time, sometimes they might, they might initiate the conversation or they might want to call or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you're talking and trying to ignite
Yeah.
something.
Right.
Remember, all it takes is one conversation,
One
and then all of a
conversation.
sudden it run off. So
Yeah.
when
You
them
just
just are,
talking for hours.
yeah, and they don't
No.
want to elaborate. It has everything to do
Like,
with the
how was
person.
your day?
Because
Yeah.
if somebody asks me like, how my day or whatever, just the way I respond alone should ignite something. And
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Yo,
But there's
To
some
that in the video. What's the
Yeah.
video about? And you start going through
Exactly.
different things.
So that's why I love girls who, you know what kind of girls I love? The ones that are so curious, they love asking
They're
questions.
asking questions. So
Non-stop
you talk
questions.
all day.
I be like-
I love that because
Yeah.
they're so curious. Their conversation with it's just non-stop. They're
And
And then you know what I hate? You know what I hate? You know what I hate when they're like, "Oh, so why you don't text me?"
True.
What are we talking about?
It's funny you say that because it goes into the next question.
Wait, before you go any further, remember we don't have a lot of time left. So
Oh, shit.
I want to ask this question before we go any further.
Okay.
Are you guys, including you, Shan,
Okay.
open to being in a polygamous relationship?
You answer first.
You got some thoughts?
Me.
Yes, including you.
Yeah.
I am the
Everyone else with
only
me.
queen to my castle,
Okay, cool.
but I will play.
Okay.
You will play?
I will
play?
play.
So you will be in the
Right.
polygamous.
The polygamous.
No, I wouldn't be in a polygamous relationship.
You just
not?
play.
I will
one?
play.
mean, like you
Oh,
invite
bring
somebody
somebody
else.
I
in
guess
and
you
out.
like the lifestyle. The lifestyle. Yeah.
It's not even lifestyle.
Not lifestyle?
It's just more so of, I guess it's a part of a lifestyle,
You
but
say play. When you say
I will play. But I'm the only queen to my castle. There's no sister wives. There's no none of that. There's
Cool.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. If you want to talk.
Me? No, I'm in the night.
You want me to
So
believe?
one at a time.
Me in the night because
It's stressful mentally.
yeah, I'm
energy.
somebody who I'm somebody who I preach a lot of stuff and I hold myself to the same standard. So there's no way that if I were to feel a way, if I see my girl with the next man, and then turn around and be.
No, but polygamy don't necessarily have to mean you
No,
are the
but
next
most
man
of the
or
time,
anything.
because remember, you have to understand how women are wired.
Right.
So even if they're in, they're in for you. So
Okay,
they not might
okay.
be happy
Okay,
that
alright,
the next
so-
one is there, but they're like, it will make you happy, so me will take the burden.
Okay, so this is how I feel like polygamous relationship would actually work better. If you're the third person.
Me are the third person?
Yeah.
So them together and me are the third person?
Basically. So you have two women.
Could I never?
No. Why not? Think about it.
For what?
All the pressure I gonna fall upon and them I forgot work out them problems. You're just the manhood.
The pressure will still fall on you, honey.
No. Because
It doesn't-
I've been around situations like that, so I can speak. Most girls like if they with a female, their main thing about them is a female.
All right, so you're saying in that relationship,
Yeah,
two girls
in that
would have
dynamic.
to be like
Yeah.
one, and then
And
you
then-
get married.
Outside
Right.
of that dynamic, though, he's talking. He's
yeah,
talking
outside of that,
overall.
outside no, but
Alright,
what he's talking is like,
I understand what you are saying.
yeah, because I've seen it, so that's why I'm saying in that case
But-
it worked.
Me and on a third wheel.
I'll be the third wheel. I don't
Either
mind.
way,
Alright.
yeah, but me just feel like a one-on-one.
Yeah.
So what I think
me,
is I like the one-on-one situation. If you want to play a little bit, I'm okay with that.
I like
But a full-blown relationship with two, brother, you gotta deal with two women on their periods, man.
No, that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
and if
Yeah.
they're together, it'll come at the same time.
Okay.
It will.
Because what happened is you have sometimes a woman will find a couple, like a man and a woman together, and then the couple is not happy.
Yeah.
So that's a problem. But if you find two girls that are open, and then them actually can talk, you have people who can talk to their shit.
But hold on, polygamy.
Like-
Polygamy means that
You mean everybody living in the same house?
Everybody.
Yeah.
Oh no,
That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
Are we
Yeah, but
doing
still a
polygamy?
relationship.
Hold on, guys.
No, but you can be in a relationship.
Listen,
it's a
people,
relationship,
don't
polygamous
quote me.
relationship.
I mean, you guys
So everybody's in the same house?
LGBTQ,
everybody in
Yeah,
the
in the same house. Yeah.
same house.
It's a relationship.
Oh, okay, that's what he's talking
Yeah,
about.
that's what I didn't say polygamy. I said relationship.
Right, like what's the difference?
Polyamorous and
polygamy.
polygamy. I don't know the difference.
I don't know the
but,
difference.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta
Yeah,
chime in on that.
but then you have your situation where you just want, if it's a play thing,
Yeah,
let's
like
play a little
it's
bit.
my
and then-
king, I'm his
Alright,
you talk about your
queen,
business.
and we gonna
Alright,
play,
right,
and
alright.
you gotta go home.
All right, I understand the polygamy. What do you feel about it, sir?
But swinging?
Yeah.
Bro, no, dog. Like, if me have my woman, bro, me have somebody where, all right, you have to understand, say, everything in my life, I want it to be a step above everybody else.
Right.
So you see, my woman, my one weird, nobody can touch this, so them have to look and say, psh, ras.
but what
No
I'm
one
saying-
be like them.
But think
Yeah.
about
If
this.
me can't go suburb, no one knows, say somebody else going on my girl all. That's weird. And as a man, as me say, like, you always want to have something over the next competitors.
Right.
That's what it's all about. How much money we make, the car we drive. We not buy the car because we like the car for real, but me know say, yo, this brother, you have the BMW 5 Series, so me I get the B6. You understand? Because you say, yo, that's faster. You always want to be ahead of the competition and have somebody look on you like, yo,
You wanna
wow,
hold
we
your
have.
woman
So
at
me
a
and my
pedestal.
woman, and
Yeah.
anything can just go in at that. There's
So,
no
all right, let me ask you a
kind
question.
of-
Let me ask you a question. So what if you find a woman, right? Where you
Yeah.
actually you fall in love with her, you're there with her, whatever. But she's into that.
All right, but
Or you find out after you actually
Alright.
done fell in love
All right,
with her.
so this is what I learned. All right, you see, the universe it only falls in favor for the individual.
Yes.
So if me not like that, the girl is not going to be for me.
No, but I'm saying, but you know how you have
It
people
will
that
not
don't show-
happen, Bradford.
Listen, this is what I'm saying. Because a lot of people hide stuff about them.
Yeah.
Because nowadays people are more open to talk
Yeah.
about certain things.
Yeah.
So a lot of people used to hide things about them until you get too far. Then they start to reveal who the hell they are.
Yeah, I feel you. But then
So
that
what do you
means-
do in that point?
I mean, left fire. And start over.
Because he
Because
knows,
you, right?
but he's sticking. Here's the
Right.
thing: what Goddess is doing, he's sticking to his morals, and Brad, you're more open-minded.
Right.
No. I'm not saying I'm into that because I don't know how I would feel if I said next man.
Drilling. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know about that.
but you're more to see. Cause remember,
I'm just asking a
Same
question.
thing what I said. Where I said
Yeah.
I don't have a type because you never know.
Yeah.
Right.
he's more open to accept that risk.
Right, and you're not.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
What?
like,
No, but if you're all right, this is me because life shot. You know, sometimes you end up in that situation. I'm like,
Yeah, you're the yo, you know what? Might see how it works.
no, and then you reach him. I don't think I can do this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
you're like,
No. Right. So the thing is, like I said, it depends. Everybody's a little bit different. Yeah. You think you want it to actually happen. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Because
You
when
never know.
when I actually thought about it, imagine having one woman that stress you. Then you have two now
Yeah.
in the same house.
living together.
No, see, that's something different.
Yeah.
I don't like. I believe in it, but you can't live for this time.
All right, so real quick, social media dating pool.
Huh?
What are we doing? Social media dating pool. Next question, stretch corner. What are we doing?
We gotta go and stretch the corner now.
God.
We're kind of going overtime a little
We're
bit.
going a little bit over time.
Yes.
Just real quick though.
Let's go.
Okay, real
Let's
quick.
go.
So we're in a new day and age. We're in 2023. We're in the social media world, and they talk about this dating pool, right? I'm looking at Mr. 10 years over here
Yeah,
because
you've
he's been in the dating pool for 10 years. So.
A different generation.
I've been dating though, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's what I said, the dating pool.
Okay, pool.
Okay.
Okay, so I want to know y'all perspective of today's dating pool.
What do you think about it?
There's piss in it.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
There's something. You know why?
Okay.
You know
All right,
why?
good.
You know why? And like I said, because I've been single so long, I've had front row seats to all of the stuff. So,
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, this day and age,
Tough.
everybody's trying to get their lick back.
Hey everyone, we are taking a quick break to let you know about Skyless Hair Studio located right here in Tamarack, Florida. So if you're in town and if you know anyone that need any hair services, we specialize in healthy hair, hair care, extensions, cuts, colors, and pretty much everything except for braiding. So reach out to us, Skyless Hair Studios here in Tamarack, Florida.
I'm gonna get
So women are trying to get you before you get them.
Right.
Men see that women are trying to get them, so they're trying to get them back for what they've been doing. So now everybody's on defense. So that's why I don't, blame women who have like certain boundaries and standards where they hear like, so when they be like, you have to be on your stuff, and they say you have to have money. What I hear, because I'm able to decipher, and people don't like to think, but I hear is like, I want to make sure that you're not about to take advantage of me. That you have ambition. That it's not going to be a waste of time. So it's not only, some of them is like, it's just for the money, but some of them are saying money shows me the kind of person you are.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So I'm not condemning anybody, but I just feel like you have to be that much more thorough. And people are so quick because they need somebody, they just jump into relationships. But I'm just more thorough.
Yeah. So let me answer this.
I would jump into the dating pool, but I'm just really thorough with how
So
I
let me answer this. How do you think, like, we talk about nowadays the dating pool, how social media has affected that? Because what I was talking about last week was, back in the day, we have to write love letters. Like, we're gonna go on 10 dates because she was saying that after the third date, she's gonna talk about sex. And I'm like, remember, back in the day, you have to wait till the third date maybe to talk to her.
Yeah.
Now you can talk right after the date because you have text message, you have FaceTime, you have all of that.
Yeah,
it's different now.
So
I
everything's
think
expedited, yeah.
Right. So I feel like everything is different now. You just have to learn where you fit in that. So the dating pool now, people are trying to put the old way and try to fit it with now. You can't do that. You got
it's
a
a
different
little
approach.
different.
You know
Yeah.
how I know if I go on a date with you and I actually have fun talking to you? I test you. Like I'll just put in a little bit of sexual talk. Like nothing to linger with, but just to add in a little bit of flirt to it. And then how you respond, tell me if I'm having fun with you. Because it tells me that your mind is open to have all types of conversation. And nowadays, some of these girls, if you be like, and say something, and they be like, oh, that's all on the man. Like, I'm gonna stop right there. I'm be like, okay, I'm not going out with you because I cannot flirt with you. Like, if I go out with you and I can't flirt, I can't have sex with you.
Yeah.
Because if you're telling me that if I mention something about sex to you and you're like,
Is that the girls that you only talk about business 90% of the time?
Like,
and the
dude, I'm
time to
not
have
working
sex
right now.
We never talked about sex before. So now we
That's
having
what I'm
sex.
saying.
It's
Like,
like,
so the
Makes
dating,
it
as I
awkward.
said, the dating pool now is everybody's really on defense. First thing you meet a girl, she want to go to the most expensive restaurant, she want to do this, she want to do that. And then, the girls are down to earth. I love those type of girls because that will make me want to take you anywhere. Because if if I said you out, I'm gonna take you out. You'd be like, we better go crazy. Let's just go down the street, have some this and that. Like, I like you. And ladies, don't take this the wrong way, because I will pay the bill. I don't mind. But when you go out with a girl and she says, "Let me see the bill," I like you.
Before we wrap up, ladies, this is my last and final advice to you guys. A girl that appreciates everything will get everything.
Facts. Facts.
That is my
Facts.
last advice to you
Facts.
guys for the
All right.
Sorry?
That's all three of us.
I'm telling you.
Facts.
Yes.
Right.
So men are not scared to spend money on y'all. You just gotta
We just
appreciate.
afraid.
Yeah,
of being
appreciate
on
it.
the
There's some girls you do some things for them, they're overjoyed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you just love that. Like,
Yeah.
I gave you a pedal, a flower pedal. I'm just so happy.
Like, they're just so amazed by the person you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we love that. That is something amazing.
Right.
Pay attention. And if we have a passion, encourage us in our passion. Don't tell us too long about to play music or girl is make too much sense or you don't have time for me.
Yeah.
No, if you want to be involved in it, be involved.
Somehow, find where you
That's
fit in.
it. Find where you fit in. Don't tell me I'm spending too much time doing something that I love, because now you're
Until
taking me.
Tuesday.
Right.
All right. So
Ladies, we're not here tonight. Yeah, we love women.
yes. All right. So we are gonna go into Stretch's corner
Yes.
because we have so much. Hopefully, we can have you guys back now.
Right. This is
We're
it.
on already.
We got like halfway
We like
through.
the
Yeah,
challenge.
halfway
We
through.
like
And it's like, you
We like
know,
the challenge.
yes.
So,
Whenever I want to put the challenge together, then we can.
yeah.
All
We're
right.
for years,
We're
so
gonna get y'all back for part 2.
Yes.
All right. So today's Stretch's corner, and we are talking about Jonathan Majors.
So Jonathan Major is the dude that was in Creed 3.
Oh yes.
Yeah, he got. Let me finish.
I think I saw that.
Wait, we're gonna get into it. That's why I said I know Gaddis Empire is gonna have something to say
Yeah.
about it. So,
I saw that.
so he got arrested for assault, and when we actually looked at it, he was the one who called the cops. You know, he was actually the one who called the cops, and people saw it and was like, "Yo, she's actually telling some lies in that situation." So I feel like, let me give my perspective first. I'm gonna turn it over to Gaddis. But like I said, we talked about these things before, so
Yeah.
we know. So I feel like women that do false accusations should be imprisoned for a very long time and be penalized. You know what I'm saying? Like, so many men are locked up
Yeah.
for innocent people are locked up.
Just for being a man.
You get what I'm saying? Just because you know, especially now, if you have money, you're a target. That's the dudes that have bread. Like, if you have bread and influence, you're a target. Always remember that. And that's why you have to have your guard up. Even as a man, you have to have your guard up because you don't know who has ulterior motives. It's fun to go out and party and spend money on these females. And yes, it's low risk because they take the money, have sex, and they go about their business. But they find out that if, like, even this girl that was going around having sex with the potential NBA players, she got pregnant for them, and now their baby daddies that's locked in with that girl, he has to give her money for the rest of her life, basically. You know what I'm saying? So just have your guard up, man. Just be careful of like these people, women too, you know? But Gally, so what you think about that with the false accusations and the abuse? Because don't get me wrong, I don't condone abuse.
Right.
I do not condone the abuse of especially women. You know, we need to protect our women. I
Right.
believe that. But the false accusations, I just don't agree with.
And I think I see that it sparks your energy because of the field that you're in, and you have a lot of following. And I know that what I got from just this whole vibe right now was like, I'm in a space to where I have to be careful as well. So I go ahead and chime in on it.
All right, so I mean, everybody who knows my Instagram page and follow my story know that I advocate for women heavily.
All the time, yeah.
I'm not biased about anything. When I see wrong, I see wrong. You know what I'm saying? What I don't like is you see men who are abusive, they should be condemned.
Right.
That we're not defending.
We're not
them.
defending that at
But what
all.
I'm saying is I don't like the fact that if a woman with evidence has domestic violence, charges against her or whatever, they're making excuses for her saying, well, the man must have. But when a man has an allegation, which later proves to be false,
Right.
they have already...
They condemn him already.
Yeah, he's condemned.
Take
His
all their
endorsements
sponsorships,
have been
yeah.
stripped away from him from
They
an
don't- he's
allegation.
not getting it
No
back.
Yeah.
proof, nothing like that.
Yeah.
That's not getting back.
That's
And then
the
I
messed up
realized
part.
that, you know what? It shows that society hate men because remember, when you hate somebody, you can't wait to jump on an opportunity
To bring him down.
to bring them down.
Yeah.
So that's my whole thing. Nobody's defending somebody, domestic violence, which is why I spoke about having, people who, like when you see the women are jumping on us like, oh, the men, blah, 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 this and that, and abusive, and women need to blah, blah, blah. I'm like, y'all have to understand that those women aren't for domestic violence. They're against men.
Right.
They don't care about domestic violence.
They don't care what happened.
They don't care what happened.
They didn't even check on
did it.
They didn't even check on the victim.
Yeah, they
Probably don't even know who the victim is.
They don't care about you.
Especially in the movie that he was just in, he showed aggression. So it's like social media is already they're merging that character for some reason.
And you know
Yeah.
and you know the big thing too, that why they're jumping on him so heavy too, is because his girlfriend is white.
Right.
So now, because remember, at the end of the day, when you see a black woman with a white woman, they're like, yes. And then when you see a black woman with a white woman, they're like,
black man with a
sell
white
out.
woman. Yeah.
Black man with a white woman, they're like, oh,
Yeah,
sell out.
them say something.
And keep in mind, I'm somebody who I promote, black with black, because we gotta keep it strong.
Keep the melanin.
I'm not somebody who dabble in people. I don't care about people.
Yeah. Whatever you decide to do, wherever you're happy.
Whatever you do is what you do.
Yeah.
As long as you don't put down the counterpart in order to proceed. So if you're not dissing black women and you're just living your life and you actually find a companionship
somebody
with a white woman,
you're happy with,
that's cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I just hate the bias.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So with that situation, I just hate how there was 2 situations that happened back to back, where he was accused of it and they found out that he was false, but he was already condemned. And then there was a woman that hit her dude with a bat, and everybody was like, oh, well, men feel like they can emotionally damage you when they're not getting any consequences. And I'm here like, we should not be putting our hands on anybody. So that's a cognitive dissonance. You're inconsistent with the beliefs and the attitudes that you have. If you're going to hold something, hold it. If you're against domestic violence, be against it. I don't care if it's women getting beat or if it's a monkey getting beat.
All right. Look at this. All right.
Have it.
If a dude goes to jail for 10, 15 years for something he didn't do, right? When he get out of jail, he don't get shit.
Well, you tripping. They get millions
So it depends on
they
what
get
you go to
millions
jail.
now.
I guess now they probably get money. But before they still come out and they don't really get much of their life back. Because you can get money, but you
can't get your life back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if a girl, you're not gonna get a girl locked up for something she didn't do.
Yeah.
Not really.
That doesn't really happen.
So
that don't
exactly
happen.
what he said. I feel like if you accuse a man
you go
of
to
something,
jail. You go to jail.
domestic violence, sexual abuse, rape, all that stuff, you should get the same time he would have gotten.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's
I agree.
serious. Remember, even after it comes out that is fake, every time you search it up, it pulls up, his reputation is done.
Yeah.
It's done. Yeah.
And that's the thing. And a lot of people don't understand why we have so much male suicides. You rarely hear women killing themselves. It's mostly the male figure killing themselves because we don't get the love that we don't get the love. Like everything that's wrong, we get blamed for it first.
On top of that, women are helping them to put us down. Right. Society's trying to, and women are falling right into that, putting us down. Because sometimes we just need you to listen and understand. But instead, your first instinct is to attack.
Yeah.
It's to attack.
I think it's just one of those things where it's like, protect our black men and our black women.
Yeah.
That's
Protect
just
protection of our own.
Of our own.
Because we've learned so much to hate our own, hate ourselves.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times when you hear a person talk to you a certain way, it's not you that they're mad at, it's themselves. Like, I see you as people like me. I love myself, so I love you, everybody that has melanin in their skin, just as much as I love myself.
Like when you love yourself, you like when you love yourself and you want to see people win, you genuinely want to see people win.
Yeah.
So some people, if they're not doing well, they don't want you to do well. Like if I'm doing well and you're doing better than me, I'm happy for you because we all want to see people do well and prosper.
And a lot of times when you see a person being aggressive with you, want to hurt you in any way physically, they talk to you a certain way, you know that person don't like themselves. We've been programmed to hate our own. And that trickles down to now.
And sometimes misery loves company, and that's where I think those domestic, all the time, and that's where those domestic violence and stuff come in place because it's two broken people that's together, and it just
So let's jump into the quote of the day.
Yes. So today's quote of the day is, "Single is an opportunity to live life on your own terms and not apologize."
See, we started off the podcast like that, and that's why I picked this quote. I did. I picked this quote.
I gave him a plethora of quotes to pick.
I picked this because I already know we were going to do this.
I agree on that. I agree 100%.
So,
and I think also, even if you're in a relationship, it's like, you still have to, as a human, you have to apologize about things. But sometimes when you're in a relationship, There's some things where you have to.
No, as a
that's-
human, sometimes you do something wrong and be like,
Yeah.
Yeah, as a
I
human.
realize I
Alright.
hurt you, but I apologize.
Yeah.
You're single.
Yeah.
I personally think that if you're even in a sexual relationship with somebody and not something serious, you should still consider that person, as your friend. You get what I'm saying? Still care about how they feel, still care about what they got going on. Because if I'm talking to you every day, I need to know what you're doing. I'm not going to mess around with nobody that has nothing going for them. You know, you sit at home every day and do nothing. Like, you're not contributing to my life. And everybody that's in my life should be contributing in some way.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So I feel like even though you don't need to apologize to nobody. You're a free spirit. You do what the hell you want to do. You don't need to answer to nobody. But still, you still care about people.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you don't necessarily have to contribute to somebody's life like monetarily.
Not monetarily.
Sometimes you can call on just one laugh, just a laugh.
Sometimes you need that day. That
Just
day you might
one
need
laugh,
that love.
That one laugh just literally change your whole perspective of the whole day.
Yeah.
And
Sometimes you see some people calling your phone and you're like,
I don't want to talk to you.
I don't want to talk to you. But sometimes somebody call your phone and like, damn, what going on? And your
Yeah.
whole mood changes.
Like, your mood
You know what I'm saying? Like, you need those type of people around you.
I remember when I interviewed you and you were like, if you cannot be used, you're useless. And it kind
Everybody's
of
gonna get used
coincides with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't feel like being used is a bad thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a good way.
A negative thing on being used, but
Yeah.
like I said, if you can't be used,
Then you're worthless.
you're useless.
When they say being used, I mean you have a purpose.
In
other words, you're
exactly.
worthless.
You're in my life. It has to be for a reason. You know.
Everything
Yeah.
is a barter.
Yeah.
Everything is a barter. Friendships, business, everything. Because
Yeah.
if you're friends with somebody, that means that I inspire you, you inspire me.
Right.
If you're the only person that inspires your group of friends, then you have the wrong group of friends.
Friends.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So even living life on your own terms, it really means like you don't have to answer to nobody. Like tomorrow I feel like getting up and I feel like going to the gym and go to yoga and go do my facial and take care of myself. I don't have to ask you first, let's do this together, or how do you feel about me doing this? I just do it because I want to.
Yeah, you know how good it feels.
You know? It feels good, but
It feels good, bro.
being in a relationship feels good also.
Yeah,
So
but-
I'm
but-
not
No,
sure.
we're not saying it don't, but it's just
Yeah.
like it feels good sometimes when you're making a decision. Like, you know, it's something that you want to do, and sometimes if you're in a relationship with somebody and try to make that same decision, you have to jump through hoops to make that one
Yeah.
decision.
Yeah.
And then when you make that decision on your own, you'll be like, damn.
And that's why I feel
I
like
had to talk to somebody about
being
this.
single for a good amount of time, you know what I'm saying, it teaches you to be happy with yourself. And remember, you're supposed to be 100% happy, and you meet somebody who is 100% happy, and then y'all
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
collide.
And make a
Yeah.
bigger
100%.
happiness.
You can't. Someone else can't make you happy. And
Depending on somebody to make you happy.
Yeah, you can't be dependent on
Yeah.
somebody to
Like,
make
you have
Yeah.
to make yourself happy.
You have to make
then.
yourself happy so that both of you, because remember, I tell people all the time, I would never want to be with somebody who needs me.
Right. Don't need
Never.
me. Walk away from me if you need to.
Because guess what? That means that you're going to, if I'm wrong, you're gonna
Forgive
submit
me
and
every time.
Yeah.
let me
Yeah,
be
that's what
you
you have
to-
because you feel like you can't lose me.
Right.
You have to keep me on my stuff. So that means that if you mess up, if I mess up, both of us are like, yo, I'm not gonna put up with that.
Right.
That keeps both of us
And-
P's and Q's.
And then that person become a yes man.
It
Because
becomes
the-
a yes man, and then it
because-
doesn't make me grow.
The thing
at
is
all.
with that. The thing is with that. I told myself this, and I always say this: no matter what, if I end up in a relationship and if I end up cheating, and you find out, I'm the one that's probably gonna leave, because if you're gonna take me back every single time, it's not
Toxic.
healthy.
It's not healthy.
It's not
You're
healthy.
gonna
No,
keep
for
going
real.
through
I'm
that
dead ass
pattern.
serious because
Yeah,
no, I'm
it's
so
true.
serious.
How much time did I say that, bro?
No, I'm so
Yeah.
serious. If I cheat and you catch me in the act cheating,
Yeah.
You read this somewhere.
no, I've always no,
I ain't say that.
no. I've
Yeah.
always said that. Seriously, because I've
Yeah.
been in relationships that I've been caught and I keep going back. I was like, yo, this is not healthy.
Right.
Today, hold on. Today somebody asked me this. It was like, so they're at work and they have a coworker, right? So the coworker, her boyfriend cheated on her, and she went back to him. So she kept bringing it up every day about the cheating thing, and he was like, "Yo, I'm over this."
Yeah.
Because guess what?
And
know
no,
I'm
wait.
not
I
gonna-
think you have an argument, and he was like, it was like 4 days, and she was like, "What you think it is?" I'm like, "The nigga's done with you."
Yeah.
Because he's if you're gonna get back with me, and you keep bringing it up. Why get back with me
Right.
in the first place? You
It's
get
a-
what
it's
I'm
a
saying?
toxic
That's how I am. If you
Right.
cheat on me,
Yeah.
no, it's fine. Like, I'm cool. Like, I'm not hate you.
Yeah.
But understand, because I can tell if I'm doing something wrong. If I'm doing
Right.
something wrong, if I'm not like, giving you enough time, if I'm not being there for you, mentally, physically, whatever, I get it. So if you cheat, I understand why
Right.
you cheated. But guess what? I probably wanted to leave. So I forced
just
you
give
to
me a
do
way out.
something,
Yeah.
and then you cheated, and I'm like,
You gave me a way out.
Right.
thank you.
Right.
Because now, we're done.
Yeah.
There's no going, we're not spinning the block.
Yeah.
And then that's the thing about women that are very much unhappy with themselves. What happens is when they get out of a relationship like that, especially with a man leave them, the first thing do them jump on the other person because they don't take the time to love themselves.
So,
find yourself. Find
Individuals.
happiness in
And
within.
take some responsibility.
And take some
too.
responsibility for your action. Me take enough responsibility. If me cheat, I did.
I think the ultimate goal is being able to be an individual and be in a relationship.
Yes.
I think that's the ultimate
Yeah,
goal.
Have some
Like-
individuality, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
Right.
if we're going to do this, we're going to be talking all day.
So, guys,
Yeah.
it was an amazing conversation. Thank you, lovely gentlemen, for joining us tonight.
Yeah, tonight was
Thank you
fun.
for having
It was
us.
amazing. Hopefully, you guys can come back for a part
We're
two.
never ready.
We never know already.
We got a lot more to say.
No, next time we're gonna mix it up. This time.
Yeah.
I held back.
Next time, mix it up.
There's a lot more we have to say.
I-
We're gonna have- what we're gonna do is we're gonna have the single ladies from last week
Oh,
with the-
it'll never be over.
this.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys, thank you guys for joining us today on Student to Life podcast, where learning and unlearning has no limits. Please like, subscribe, chime in to the conversation, and join us and tune in to all the episodes and the old ones and the new ones and all that good stuff. All right, so we'll see y'all later. Have a good one. Bye.